and welcome to Invisible Ray's film premiere. After the phenomenal success of last week's Biggles, we are lucky enough to be treated to another colour film. This one is a comedy from 1980 called Rising+Damp+, which was based on a successful 1970s sitcom of the same name. The main protagonist is seedy landlord Rigsby, and the less I tell you about his shenanigans, the better. I saw this one when it came out, and this film has the Invisible Ray stamp of approval. Just a quick 2023 sensitivities warning that this film will contain racism, misogyny, homophobia, sexism, stalking and other crimes against humanity. But enjoy the film because it's good fun.
It's your own fault, I told you before. Lounging around the place. Don't answer me back either. You were supposed to be here an hour ago. It was Rising+Damp+. What are you trying to do? Ruin me? I'm attempting to let a room up there. But you can get rid of that for a start. My God, British workman. Hey. Hey. Only hope you know what you're doing. This place had better not fall down in 3 months' time, you know.
Our work's guaranteed for 30 years, Squad. It'll see you out by a long way.
I haven't got time to bandy words. Hey, and wipe your feet on that.
Rising+Damp+, is climbing up the wall. Rising+Damp+, is out there in the hall. Rising+Damp+, is gonna get us all. Rising+Damp+, is gonna get us all. Rising+Damp+, is climbing up the wall. Rising+Damp+, is gonna get us all.
Bert, slip that card in your window, will you?
Oh, yeah, what's this? Another vacancy at Bleak House.
Just put it in the window, not so much lip. All right. It's a very desirable room. There'll be a big rush, so watch out. Hey, and I want someone respectable, middle class. Not some long-haired Herbert carrying a spare shirt and a brown paper parcel.
Middle class, eh?
Yes, that room happens to be adjacent to Miss Jones's. Don't want her exposed to any loutish behaviour.
Oh, of course not. Very genteel, Miss Jones. Comes in here for her knitting patterns and woman's room.
Exactly, which is why I want someone pure in thought, word and deed. All right?
Point taken.
All right.
Oh, by the way.
Yeah?
I've got those books in.
Oh, good, where are they?
Over there, behind practical woodwork.
Oh, Tarbert.
As long as you don't walk out with 6 under your jumper like you did last week.
Shut up.
I've got some more out the back.
Hello, Mr. Rigsby.
Oh, hello,
What are you doing here?
Oh, just thumbing through Tatler, Miss Jones.
Oh.
Matter of fact, I dropped in to advertise the room.
Oh, I wish you'd let me know, Mr. Rigsby. I'm having terrible trouble getting accommodation for the students.
Oh, I'm not surprised, Miss Jones. Don't need any more of them. You know what they are, don't you? Fully paid up members of the Permissive Society. No, we don't want them hanging around here. We don't want them hanging around here, Miss Jones. You know me, there are certain men who take advantage of a single woman like you living on her own.
Do you think so, Mr. Rigsby?
Oh, yes. You know what you need, Miss Jones? You need someone near your own age. Someone who's knocked about the world a bit, who's understanding with a sense of humour.
And where am I going to find someone like that, Mr. Rigsby? I think Mr. Kemp wants you.
Oh, yes. He's probably got my copy of New Statesman.
Oh. What are those?
Yeah, these? Oh, they're the photographic studies, Miss Jones, for the nature lover. A sort of hymn of praise to the female form.
You mean they're nudes?
Yes.
I see. If you'll excuse me, Mr. Rigsby, it's rather warm in here.
Well, now, what you have to go and do that for? What you going to think of me now?
Sorry, Rigsby, I didn't know you fancied her.
Oh, why not?
I thought you only fancied them with staples across their stomachs.
Excuse me,
Yeah?
I'm looking for Mr. Rigsby.
Oh, yeah.
Does he live here?
Oh, no, he'll be out this time of the day. Who shall I say, what do you want him for?
Well, he's advertising a room.
Oh, yes, that's right. Yes, I am. Yeah, come in. Just the 2 flights. All right, don't panic. Yeah, it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is very nice.
Oh, yes. All my own personal stuff in it. So that table's been in the family for years. There's your television here, see? Yeah, see? Adjust it, whatever.
It isn't very big.
Huh? It's a 12-inch.
No, the room.
Oh, yes, I should have used lighter wallpaper. It's very dark, that, yes. Oh, you'll get used to it. Yes, here's your kitchen unit here, you see. Got plenty of cupboards. Move that. Got plenty of cupboard space over here, see? Enough hangers there to sink a ship. Here's your stove. Infrared. And over here's your be careful with that, it might kick back. See that?
Yeah.
Take the flesh off your fingers, that.
Well, I'm sure I could be very happy here.
Oh, hang on, though. Don't just let me rooms to anybody. I have to know a bit more about you.
Oh, I'm a student.
Oh, no.
An art student.
Oh, dear.
What's wrong?
No, it's be no good to you, this place. No, you'd be better off in a commune, handing round the cannabis, dossing down with some bird and a duffel coat. No, we're very quiet here. We take our pleasures very simply.
Oh, well, that would suit me, because I like a quiet life.
You're sure about that?
Yeah.
Because I know what you students are like. Yeah. Mind you, I don't think you could afford this place.
Well, how much is it?
12.
£12 for a room this size?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry to have troubled you, Mr. Rigsby.
Wait a minute, don't be so hasty. I suppose you want a big studio, do you? Skylight, open panoramic view for your paint and all that?
Yeah, well, that would be terrific.
I might just have a room for you. Come on, over here. Well, what do you think?
It's rather high up.
Yes, I'm not disputing that. Of course it's high up. I'm insured against low-flying aircraft. There's nothing between this room and the Urals. You can breathe in the same air as the Tartars up here. Look how long they live. They should charge you extra. It's very healthy.
Healthy? Looks as if it's got rising damp.
You talk to me silly. I can have you rising damp in the attic.
Isn't that water coming down the walls?
What do you expect, champagne?
Yeah, well, I suppose it would make a reasonable
Of
studio.
course it would. Beautiful. Mind you, let's get one thing straight. If you're thinking of doing any painting up here, don't mind a bit of still life, bowl of fruit, vase of flowers, very nice. But if you're going to paint women, do it from memory. I know you students. One of your lot made the hole.
The hole?
Yes, in the floor. Miss Jones removing her clothes one night, covered all over in plaster.
Who's Miss Jones?
Got the room below. Close personal friend of mine. But I'm not rushing it. All right with you?
Yes.
Right, all right. Well, that'll be £6 a week. Payable in advance, of course.
Yeah, well,
Means now.
that sounds very reasonable.
I think it is.
It's just one thing.
Yes.
Do you think you could get rid of that for me?
Rid of what? Cheers, mate.
The skeleton.
Oh, his nibs. No, I can't do that. That belongs to your roommate. So.
Roommate? Hey, just a minute. I didn't know I was expected to share.
Oh, yes,
I don't think I like that at all.
Oh, don't be silly. You don't look. No, this is the what's your name?
John.
John. Yes, it's the first time you've been away from home, isn't it? Yes, I thought so. But look, I mean, you want to take this opportunity of mixing with people from other walks of life, don't you? Various backgrounds, people who are different.
Yeah, well, I
Yes,
suppose
well,
so.
you've fallen on your feet here. Very aristocratic, this land. Blue blood in his veins. Royalty.
Oh, well, he sounds different.
Oh, yes. Very different. Oh, hello, Phil.
Rigsby,
Yes, sir.
what's he doing here?
This is John. John, this is Phil. He's just moving in. He says he'll make a lovely studio. Right?
Rigsby, I have told you I am not sharing this room anymore, so stop smuggling people in every time I go
I
out.
didn't want to share either. I've just told him.
There won't be enough room.
Of course there won't.
Who do you think you are? The Vestal Virgins? My God, when I was in the army, we were 16 to a hut. We never complained.
But this is different.
Oh, yes, I suppose it is. Oh, yes, yeah. I suppose tensions are bound to arise under the circumstances.
What circumstances?
Yes, nerves are bound to get taut. Different ethnic groups, alien cultures.
Well, that's got nothing to do with it. I mean, it doesn't worry me.
Good, because if there's any trouble, you'll be the one to go. He's fireproof.
What do you mean?
He's a victimised minority. He's got rights.
What about my rights?
You haven't got any.
Rigsby,
What?
I know how we can solve this problem. Let me have the room downstairs and let him have this one.
No, I can't do that. I've got Miss Jones to consider. You get yourself unpacked, you'll be all right. Mr. Rigsby! Yeah?
You didn't tell me he was
What?
black.
Black? Of course he's black. He comes from Africa. What colour do you expect him to be? Sky blue, pink?
Well, he didn't seem very pleased to see me.
Of course he is. That's just his manner. No, I think he likes you. Go on, get back in there before he chucks your case out the window.
Well, when he says it's too crowded.
Crowded? He's never known luxury like it. Hey, listen, he never had a pair of shoes on till he came over here. He'll be pinching his feet, he'll have them off in a minute. They've got to feel the ground under their toes. Oh, yes, it's very primitive people. He said he's got 10 wives.
10 wives?
Yes, yes. Mind you, marriage doesn't mean the same to them, does it? Yes, they get married every time there's a hurricane, when they think God's angry with them. No, couldn't let him next door to Miss Jones.
But why don't you let me have it?
You, an art student, next to a shy, retiring woman like that.
If she's so shy and retiring, what are you worried about?
Yes, that's on the surface. But underneath there's a lot of pent-up emotion. One day she's going to burst like a dam, and I'll be waiting. All right?
Right.
Right, good. Look, I've told you before. No one's indispensable. You go on like this, you'll find yourself stretched across a tennis racket. Yes, you.
Have you been here long, Philip?
Long enough.
I'm studying art. What are you taking?
Medicine.
Oh, that's terrific. Is that to help your people?
Not really. I heard the money was rather good.
Hey, Mr. Rigsby says you've got 10 wives.
That's right.
10 wives?
I'm the son of a chief. It's expected.
But 10 wives? Well, don't you find it a bit intimidating?
No, it's like driving in traffic. You only see the one in front. I can't stand this place. I don't know why I came back.
Yes, I bet you'd sooner be sleeping under the stars.
Look, let's get one thing straight, shall we? I'm not the last of the Mohicans.
No, of course not. Are you circumcised, Philip?
Oh, my God.
No, I just wondered, are you?
Yes.
Yes, so am I. Rotten, isn't it?
You should have it done when you're 13 in the bush with a blunt knife.
Painful.
It does make your eyes water a little.
Hey, when did you have your first experience?
Of what?
Women.
That. On my 14th birthday. It's part of my initiation.
On your 14th birthday? Crikey. All I got was a bike.
Philip.
Hello.
Good heavens. Who are you? What are you doing here? Are you with Rentakill?
No. I've just moved in. I'm sharing with Philip.
Oh, I see. Well, I don't blame you for checking the floor. It'll hardly bear the two of you. I'm Ruth. Ruth Jones.
John Harris.
Hello, John. I just popped in to see if Philip wanted anything.
Oh, he'll be back in a moment.
Oh, good. Well, it's going to be very crowded in here. It's typical of Rigsby to squeeze in another unsuspecting soul.
Oh, I'm not an unsuspecting soul. I'm an artist.
An artist? Oh, how romantic. Do you know, I was painted by an artist once. He put, both eyes on the same side of my head. You don't do that sort of thing, do you?
Oh, no.
Well, like I said, not going to be much room to paint, unless you're thinking of doing miniatures. Would you like to see if I can get you moved?
No, I don't mind sharing. I think it could be a very enriching experience for an artist.
Do you? I think it could be the beginning of your blue period.
Vienna.
Oh, my God, there's Rigsby. Look, I've got to hide. He hates me coming up here. Excuse me.
Of course.
Everything all right?
Oh, yes, thanks.
Settling in. Is he being friendly, is he?
Oh, yeah.
You wearing scent?
No.
Oh, must be the wind off the abattoir. Well, you'll have to watch that. It can turn a delicate stomach. Right, everything's up. You sure you're not wearing scent? There's a very strong odour of African violets in here.
That's not me.
Right. Good night, then.
Good night.
Good night, Miss Jones.
Come in.
Oh, Miss Jones.
Oh, hello, Mr. Rigsby.
Oh, my word, something smells delicious.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, what an absolutely beautiful, perfectly delicious... what is it?
It's a cheese pie.
Of course, cheese pie. Perfect. Yes.
Do you think it should just lie there like that?
Probably waiting for spring, Miss Jones.
Oh.
Ready to assault our taste buds at any moment.
I would offer you a bit, Mr. Rigsby, but it seems to be sticking to the bottom of the pan. Why are my pastries always such a disaster?
No, Miss Jones, please. May I,
Yes.
No, your hands, please, Miss Jones. Well, no, you see, you need cold hands for pastry, Miss Jones. These hands are so warm and vibrant. They're simply pulsing with emotion, Miss Jones.
Did you want something, Mr. Rigsby?
I just thought it was such a lovely day, Miss Jones. I thought we might go out for a bit of a spin.
Oh, no, I don't think so. Mr. Rigsby, I was just about to take this pat to John.
Keep well away from him, Miss Jones, if I were you, and his wardrobe.
We can't go on like this. I've got to get that vacant room.
Rigsby won't give it to you.
He might if Ruth asks him.
Why should Ruth ask him?
Why do you think?
Hey, now you be careful. Rigsby says she's like a dam about to burst.
Perhaps she's burst already.
Hello, boys. I brought you some pie.
No thanks, Ruth. I've just eaten.
What?
No, thank you.
Oh.
I'll have some, Ruth. I'm sure it'll be delicious.
Will you really, Philip?
Have you really made that yourself?
Yes.
I've always wanted a slice of your pie. It looks so succulent and tasty.
Sticking a bit, I'm afraid.
Ruth, I've been thinking.
Yes.
It would be nice if I had that room next to you.
Oh, what a good idea, Philip.
Then I could have as much pie as I wanted.
What?
I wonder if you'd have a word with Rigsby about it.
Of course I will, Philip, if you really want me to.
I'd like that very much. Well, must go. Rugger practice.
What about your pie?
Perhaps you can keep it warm for me.
Oh. Yes. Oh, God, did you hear that? He's so lonely and proud. I think it was a cry for help.
I thought it was a cry for that room.
Oh, you silly boy. You're so jealous. Oh, Mr. Rigsby, I would like to go for that spin after all. It's such a beautiful day.
Oh, my pleasure, Miss Jones.
I'll go and get ready.
Right, yes, sooner we get you strapped in, the better. Hey, notice the difference, eh? All this mooning about signs, sniffing flowers, extra dab of scent behind the ear, the mysterious smile on the face of the Mona Lisa.
What are you getting at, Mr. Rigsby?
Well, it's finally happened.
What has?
She's fallen for me. Well, mind, it was bound to happen. You can't resist this sort of charm for long. The flower has finally turned its face towards the bee. Yes, nothing like a nice relaxing drive in the country, Miss Jones. Tell you what, we'll turn off in a minute, chase a few rabbits. Yes, very restful out here. That's a dead weekend driver. Oh, he's somewhere too busy filling his pipe.
Please be careful,
Oh,
Mr.
you're all
Rigsby.
right, Miss Jones. You're in safe hands here. I always say if you lose control of yourself, how can you control your car?
Right.
Hey, take the wheels off that kid, chicken's in it. Oh, look at that, Miss Jones, look at that. I'm a blood donor and come to Jesus.
Oh.
Some people go out looking for trouble. Hey, tell you what, shall I open her up, show them a clean pair of heels?
Oh, do you think it's safe, Mr.
Oh.
Rigsby? This is a very old car.
No, they don't make them like this anymore, Miss Jones. Hang on to your scarf, I'm going to let her rip. Hey, how about that, not a tremor.
Mr. Rigsby, we appear to have lost the roof.
It's all right, Miss Jones. I was going to let the top down anyway. There we are, Miss Jones. Nope. Yeah, it obliges. It's a nice, healthy colour.
Lovely.
For afters, Miss Jones.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Rigsby.
And
Oh, I say. I must say, this is very pleasant, Mr. Rigsby.
yes, well, it certainly suits me, Miss Jones. Of course, I was raised in the country, you know.
Oh, I didn't know.
Oh, yes. Yes, I think I can honestly say nature's like an open book to me, Miss Jones. I mean, what do you see? A couple of blades of grass, few trees, but the experienced eye sees so much more. Oh, yes. I mean, did you know that a badger passed this way a few moments ago? Oh, yes, there's a skylark nesting in that field over there, and behind the hedge, love lies bleeding.
What?
Oh, don't be laughing, yes. It's only a... It's only a flower. Yes, yes, yes. The old country name for the common ragwort.
Oh, I see.
Yes. Shall we see if you like butter, Miss Jones?
Oh, no, Mr.
Yes,
Rixby, don't. Please, no. Mr. Rixby,
Yes?
I wanted to ask you something.
Yes, what is it, Miss Jones?
Well, it's about the room.
Yes.
It seems so silly to advertise it when there's someone who could move in straight away from the house.
Yes, Miss Jones?
What I mean is, it would be nice if it was someone I knew.
I think I get your drift, Miss Jones.
Do you, Mr. Rixby?
Yes. Is it perhaps someone you've grown rather fonder of recently?
Well, yes. Don't think I'm being silly.
Of course not, Miss Jones. The same thought had occurred to me. Just didn't like to mention it, that's all.
Then you'll consider it?
Consider it. I'll move up first thing tomorrow.
I wasn't talking about you. I was referring to Philip.
Philip? Oh, no, I'm sorry. I can't allow that, Miss Jones. Might give him the wrong idea altogether. We don't want him making a nuisance of himself, do we?
He won't. He's very aristocratic. He's the son of a chief.
What does that mean? Just means his mud hut's bigger than all the other mud huts. Besides, they've got a very cruel streak, you know, Miss Jones. Do you know they make their women walk for miles in the hot sun with pots on their heads? No, should keep well away from him, Miss Jones.
Mr. Rixby, is that a bull?
That's a cow, Miss Jones. My word, it's easy to see you're a town dweller.
It's staring at us.
Yes, that's because it's curious.
What shall we do?
Stay back.
He's going to charge.
No, she's going to charge, Miss Jones. Huh? Oh, my God, he is. Oh, hello, Miss Jones, you made it.
Eve! That's it! Show it to him!
Go on, get stuck in. Oh, Miss Jones.
Hello, Mr. Rixby.
Mother Nature has relented. Besides, I didn't know you watched rugby, Miss Jones.
Oh, yes, I found it quite exciting, Mr. Rixby.
Yeah, well, I must say it's brought the colour back to your cheeks. Isn't that a black friend, Miss Jones? I know they all look the same at this distance, but it looks like him.
Yes, that is Philip, Mr. Rixby. Oh, doesn't he move beautifully? He's like a panther. Such animal grace.
Oh, yes, he's got animal grace, all right, but he's got no science. He's not thinking. See, that's why he keeps running into trouble.
Didn't know you were an authority on rugby, Mr. Rixby.
What? Oh, yes. If it hadn't been for the war, Miss Jones. Who knows? Yes, they could never fathom the secret of my body swerve. Yes, I could send a whole pack the wrong way with just a flick of my eyebrows. I was known as the race of the touchline. Pardon? He's running into trouble again. That number 8's going to bury him.
Come on, Phil, run with it!
That's it! Yes, that was good for Garters. What do you think you're playing at? Eh? What? That black fella's just... That black fella's making a fool of you. He's laughing at you.
Is he?
Eh? Every time he feints to the left, he always goes to the right.
To the right?
Yeah, the right. Every time. So the next time he tries it, what do? You go to the right and flatten him. Huh? What are you going to do?
Flatten him?
Get on with it.
What was that all about, Mr. Rixby?
Oh, nothing, Miss Jones, just tactics.
Beautifully played, Philip!
Come on, number 8!
Oh, shush.
Oh, God, he's not listening to a word I've said. To your right, feints to the left, then goes to the right. To your right, he feints to the left, then... Come on, nail him, you great one.
Oh, well done, Philip!
You're right. Not mine, you steaming great Jessie.
Jelly on the plate, jelly on the plate.
Wibble wobble, yes. Sorry to intrude, Miss Jones.
No, not at all, Mr.
We're but a striking outfit.
Thank you.
I don't want to complain, Miss Jones, but I'm getting plaster on my fish fingers.
Oh, I am sorry, Mr. Rigsby. I was just doing my exercises.
Exercises for you, Miss Jones?
Yes, I wanted to improve my figure.
Absolutely impossible. You couldn't possibly improve. You've got an hourglass figure.
I can't help wishing I had a little more sand. When you know someone who has a perfect physique, Mr. Rigsby, it makes you take a long, hard look at yourself. Well, I took an inventory of my body, Mr. Rigsby, and quite honestly, I was shocked.
Nothing missing, was there, Miss?
No, Mr. Rigsby, but my whole body was in a state of muscular tension.
Oh, what on earth did you do, Miss Jones?
Well, I decided to do a few gentle exercises, and Philip has shown me some wonderful things to do on 2 chairs.
Oh, bet he has. I shouldn't take too much notice of him, if I were you, Miss Jones.
You must admit he has a wonderful physique.
He hasn't been coming down here with his shirt open again, has he?
No, of course not.
Well, I shouldn't take any notice, Miss Jones. You could do yourself a nasty injury. That sort of... Yeah, tell you the truth, Miss Jones, I don't care very much for this fetish for physical exercises going on around here at the moment. I never do all these violent exercises. Look at me.
Yes.
Pardon?
Well, you could do with a few exercises, Mr. Rigsby.
You can't be serious. I'm in perfect condition, Miss Jones. Ready for anything.
A man of your age ought to take care.
My age? I'm in my prime, Miss Jones.
In your prime, Mr. Rigsby? The slightest exertion and you're wheezing and coughing all over the place?
That's not... No, stand back a moment. I'm going to show you what clean living and a balanced diet can do. Now, I am going to lift this chair aloft by one leg. With my hand, of course.
Don't be so silly.
I used to do this 20 years ago, Miss Jones. I can still do it today. Now.
Please be careful, Mr. Rigsby.
Oh. Yeah. You ready?
Careful.
That then.
Oh, Mr. Rigsby. I didn't know you were so strong. Shall I get you a glass of water?
Yes, if you would, please.
Try and relax. Look, inside you there's a giant struggling to get out.
Wish you'd give me a hand with these weights. Oh, my God, it's the Incredible Hulk. It's all right, don't be alarmed at all that rippling muscle, Vienna. Sure the gentleman means there's no harm. What do you think you're doing?
I'm developing my body.
You're going to develop, sir, aren't you? You wasted your time, you know, it won't work.
Why not?
Because you won't keep it up. And then what's going to happen? All that muscle's going to turn to fat. You look like something that's been left at the fridge all night.
That's where you're wrong. I'm going to keep it up. And when I disrobe on the beach next summer, there's going to be a real buzz of excitement. And do you know why?
Yeah, you've forgotten your trunks.
Oh, very funny.
Take my advice. Leave yourself alone. Look, it doesn't pay to interfere with nature. You look like a freak. Look, you were meant to be puny anyway. Look, if you want to do a bit of exercise, get outside, kick a football, man.
I don't like football.
You don't like national sport? When I was your age, they couldn't keep me away from a ball. I was out there every night, what?
Good at it, were you?
Good. I was brilliant. If I hadn't been for the war, who knows? Might have been another Tommy Lawton.
Who's Tommy Lawton?
Who's Tommy Lawton? Only the greatest centre forward to ever breathe, that's all.
They don't compare with footballers these days, Rick.
Compare them with footballers, make mincemeat of that lot. I'm just seeing them these days, prancing around the field like a bunch of male models, kissing and cuddling. I got listener mate in my day when you scored a goal, all you got was a brisk handshake. Now you get covered in love bites.
There's nothing wrong with a little physical exercise, Rigsby. It wouldn't do you any harm.
Oh, don't be silly. I'm very well endowed. Yeah, well, why didn't you face it? Go, be honest. I mean, I've never had much money. I've always had my health and strength. I mean, why do you think Miss Jones is attracted to me? She senses the latent power, the almost feline grace.
Feline?
He means Vienna.
Yes, and what's wrong with Vienna?
Well, look at him, Rigsby.
Oh, don't you be taking him by that hair, mate. He hasn't lost his reflexes any more than I have, what?
Oh, rubbish.
All right, I'll show you something. Here, look, come here, look. Here, right. Now then, I'm going to show you. Come on. Pull this cat 4 feet above the ground, face upwards. All right, now, if I let go of him, what'll happen?
It'll go through the floorboards.
No, he won't. Carefully, take offence. No, he won't, no. He'll land on his feet, and do you know why? Because he's got perfect reflexes. Are you ready? Because we'll all be over in a flash, ready? 1, 2, 3... Funny, he usually lands on his feet. Must have been asleep.
Could one of you strong men help me with my Branston? I can't get the lid off.
Oh, I'll do it, Bruce.
Thanks.
He's gone very red.
Won't budge.
Oh, isn't it marvellous? All his exercise, he can't get the lid off a pickle jar. Come on, give it here. It's all a question of pressure, Miss Jones. Hang on.
What's the matter, Rigsby?
No, I'm afraid we've got a cross thread here, Miss Jones.
May I try?
No, we need a vice. Need a vice.
Oh, thank you, Philip.
I must have loosened it.
Come on, Philip. You can be the first to indulge.
He didn't see you, did he?
No. Does it matter?
Of course it matters. Right, put it down there.
Oh.
Right. Yeah, that's just up and down. Once or twice, that'll work into that. To the old chest expander here. Yeah, God, you've got to be careful with these, haven't you? What are these, then? Oh, yes.
I'm glad you decided to get fit.
What do you mean, get fit? I am fit. Just putting a fine edge on it, that's all.
What made you decide to do it?
Oh, didn't you see the look of Oh, God. Takes it out of this, doesn't it? Didn't you see the look of superiority on his face when he got the lid off that pickle jar? Oh, God, it was a definite setback for the white races, that. God, Miss Jones was very impressed. He'll be getting ideas in that direction if I'm not careful.
He doesn't want Ruth. He's got 10 wives already.
Yes, but they're black, aren't they? Miss Jones is white. She could be very useful to him out there.
What as?
As a marker. I'll try a few press-ups. Yeah, I'll take this. Right. One.
1.5.
Shut up. 2. Didn't think I'd be able to do more than that. 12, 13.
You all right, Rigsby?
Yes. What do you want?
The West Indies are playing England on television. I wondered if we could watch it on your set.
No, you can't. You may not have noticed, but I now happen to be the proud owner of a colour television. I'm not watching something that looks the same in black and white.
Oh, you're so colour prejudiced.
I am not.
Yes, you are. You won't watch Muhammad Ali.
It's because he can't box, that's why.
Oh, how did you become world champion, then?
He talks him to death. Gets him in a clinch, engages in a bit of witty repartee. Then when they're trying to think of an answer, he clats him round the back of the ear. It wouldn't work with me, mate.
Don't tell me you're a boxer as well.
I was brilliant. If it hadn't been for the war...
Who knows?
Are you calling me a liar?
You don't look like a boxer.
Of course I don't. Best ones never do. We're the ones you've got to watch out for. You don't want to worry about the ones with the broken nose and the cauliflower ears, but when you come across someone like me, who still has his good looks, who retains what you might call the almost classic profile, then you've got to watch out.
You know, it's amazing. You were good at everything.
All right. I'll show you out the way. I'll show you something, mate. Hey, what do you think these are, hey? They went to stop me biting me nails, you know.
Thought they were for collecting the rent.
Oh, very fine. One punch from these, you go down like a roller liner.
Don't do that, Rigsby.
Well, the old one too. You wouldn't know what it hit you.
Don't do that.
Listen, I tell you this, mate. I only wish we had another pair of gloves here. I'd show you something.
Oh, come down to the gym. We'll slip on the gloves and have a workout.
Any time you like, sunshine.
All right?
All right.
All right. I'll arrange it.
Yes, you arrange it. Off you go. Oh, hey. Showed him. See how pale he went?
No?
Yes, well, it's hard to tell.
You sure you're doing the right thing?
Yes, of course. He won't lay a glove on me. It's all a question of footwork. See, once you've had it, you never lose it, see? I'll float like a butterfly and sting like a bee.
You're floating like a bee and stinging like a butterfly at the moment.
I'm not punching me full weight at the moment, am I? No. No, you see, what he doesn't realise is I can ride a punch. I can move away. Here, look, I'll show you. Look, here, put these gloves on.
Oh, no, I'd rather not.
Come on, put them on. Hit me on the chin as hard as you like.
No,
Come on.
I don't want to.
Come on. Oh, I know what it is. I'm too likeable. You can't wake up any aggression. But look, just pretend I'm a nasty, really thoroughly awful piece of work. I know it's difficult, but do your best, right?
It's not that.
Well, what is it then?
You might hit me back.
Of course I won't. You haven't got any gloves, have I? Look, now look. You're going to try and surprise me, but I'll surprise you at the speed of my reaction.
Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching
Miss Jones, I just came in to side of you. I've not seen before, Miss Jones.
Mensana incorpore sano.
Yes, Miss Jones. I'll have it looked into first thing tomorrow morning. As I say, Miss Jones, I'm not quite sure how to put this to a woman of your sensitivity and refinement, but there's going to be a fight.
A fight?
Yes, Miss Jones, down there, down the road, the boys' club. Me and Philip are having the gloves on. It'll be a fight to the finish. The blood will probably flow, so thought I'd let you know.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Rigsby. I'll just get my diary. Now, if you tell me the day and the time, I'll be there.
No, I'm sorry. I don't think you quite understand, Miss Jones. This isn't an ordinary fight. This is, it's over you, Miss Jones.
Over me?
Yes, yes.
How exciting.
Yes. Somebody will probably get hurt, possibly maimed for life. Now, I know you're against violence and the Polaris missile and all that sort of... So, in the circumstance, I'm quite prepared to put the whole thing off. It'd be a terrible disappointment
I
to me,
wouldn't
of
dream
course.
of it, Mr. Rigsby.
But,
you just tell me when.
Tomorrow night, Miss Jones.
Tomorrow night? Cancel the badminton? No one's ever fought over me before, Mr. Rigsby. It's such a compliment. Do you know I can be of some help to you?
Oh.
I'm very good at first aid. And just to show how much I appreciate it, I shall go out to supper with the winner. What do you think about that, Mr. Rigsby?
I should look forward to it, Miss Jones.
As long as he's got any teeth left.
Where is he? Well, he's changed his mind, not coming. All right, better get back home then.
No, he's here. He's just getting changed.
Is he? Looking a bit nervous, is he? Starting to sweat? Showing signs of strain?
No, I don't think so. He says he's looking forward to having the gloves on again.
Again? Do you mean again? You mean he's boxed before?
Oh, yes. When he was in Africa, he did a lot of boxing. He was champion of his region.
Oh, my God. Why didn't you tell me? I thought he was a novice. A champion of his region. God, he'll murder me.
Well, you've got the experience, Rick.
Shut up, will you? He's planned this. He's planned this. He's going to duff me up.
You'll be all right, Rigsby. I'm going to be the referee. At the first sign of blood, I'll stop the fight.
Oh, give me that first sign of blood and you'll faint. Hey, I tell you what, listen. You could always disqualify him, couldn't you?
How do you mean?
Well, you know, for a low punch.
Supposing he doesn't punch low.
I could always jump up in the air, eh?
Look, if you want to call it off, I'll go and see him. Tell him your back's gone.
There's nothing wrong with my back. How can I cut it off now, anyway? What's Miss Jones think? Give me the white feather, won't she? No, she'll have to put the frighteners on him.
How do you mean?
Well, you know what they say. If you can't fight, wear a big hat. Through here, isn't he?
No, through there.
Alan, sunshine. So you're getting ready, then?
Yes.
Just thinking, eh? Funny old world, eh, Phil? I mean, here we are, two grown men getting ready to knock 7 bells out of each other, eh? And we call ourselves civilised. Eh? Just, I mean, you know, you're black and I'm white, and I mean, if you and me can't get along, I mean, how's the rest of the world going to manage? You know what I mean, Phil? Eh? You know, funny old world, you know what I mean?
Do you want to call it off, Rigsby?
Call it off? Who said anything about calling it off? I was just thinking out aloud, that was all.
I thought you sounded nervous.
Me? No, I'm not nervous, no. No, all I'm worried about is in case I lose my temper. So that's why I took him up boxing, you see. I very nearly killed this bloke once. Oh, yeah, you know, once the bell goes, the red mist comes up, I get the singing in the ears, and then when it clears, there's someone lying on the canvas.
Who is it, Rigsby? You?
Oh, very funny. Well, look, just I wouldn't say I haven't warned you, that's all.
Hello, Philip. I saw you working out on the heavy bag. You were fantastic.
Thank you.
My word, you're in good shape. You'll murder him. All you've got to do is soften him up inside. He lives on suet pudding.
Don't you think you're being a bit heartless?
Perhaps. I must admit I did experience a certain frisson. The idea of 2 men fighting over me.
Did Rigsby tell you that?
It makes me feel like Susan Hayward.
Who?
To the victor, the spoils.
What spoil?
An evening out with a woman in your life. Me.
Ah.
You ready, Rigsby? Oh. Oh, by the way, Alec's refereeing, not me. Is that all right with you?
Alec, who's Alec?
That's Alec.
Oh, my God, not another one. Oh, you do it, stop it!
Open wide.
Hang on.
Right, gentlemen. Right, now listen, you two. I know this is a grudge fight, but I want a good, clean contest. No holding, no butting, no punching with the inside of the glove, no gouging, and no pulling onto the punch.
My God, you're enjoying this, aren't you?
Right, now go back to your corners and come out fighting.
Hang on, just a minute, you make a note of where my belt is, all right. Now, anything below that round here, and he's disqualified, all right?
floor.
That's it.
Wait, come on, break, break, come on, break. Not him, you! Oh.
You do that?
Don't forget what you're fighting for.
Hang on just a minute.
Go on, Philip, kill him!
Get off.
Got him! 1, 2, 3, 4.
Never knew what hit him.
6. Well, what do you think?
What about?
The earring.
Oh, yes. It's not very big, is it?
Well, it doesn't want to be. Catch it in something could tear your ear off. Do you like it?
Yes. You look as if you don't give a damn.
Well, I don't.
Has Rigsby seen it?
No, I've been covering it with my hand. Well, you know what he's like. He thinks a signet ring's flashy. Besides, he's been unbearable since you threw that fight.
Well, at least I don't have to take Ruth out. When are they going?
Tonight. He's been getting ready all day.
Oh, God. Come on, don't get flustered. Some people have got it and some haven't. And you've got it, Rigsby. When you get a chance to use it, that's it. Oh, God. Come on. Oh, yes, yes. Good heavens, Mr. Rigsby. Yes, yes. One of you came for a bit of a turn round the terrace.
Surely, it can't be. It is. Viscount Rigsby.
Have we been introduced?
We met at Dolly Parkinson's.
Quite possibly.
I simply had to see you. Again.
I see I shall have to be careful. I can tell you could be a very dangerous woman.
Mayn't we have this dance? I feel it could become our tune.
My tune. A trifle I dashed off at Monte last season.
Oh, I say.
I only hope this pathetic orchestra can do it justice. I fear not. Come, you silly little goose.
Good heavens. It's Count Dracula dropped in for a quick bite.
Ah, give it a rest, why don't you? Look, if your head's cleared, I'd like your opinion. I was thinking of going out in this tonight. What do you think?
It's a little dull.
Dull?
Yes.
Oh, would be for you, wouldn't it?
What do you mean?
Not enough bright colours, I suppose.
I don't like bright colours.
What? Give you a bale of coloured cloth, you dance till sunset. What am I asking you two for anyway? You know nothing about fashion.
We know enough not to wear a silk scarf and kid gloves anymore.
Listen, mate, listen. Keep still, don't move. What's that? Something on your ear, something glinting. What is it?
It's an earring.
Oh, stop the world, I want to get off. Earrings? God help England. Let's hope the Russians don't find out. I can just see us all marching into battle in bloody earrings. Send a real thrill of fear through the enemy.
Phil thinks it's all right.
Oh, he would. He thinks a burn through the nose is all right.
You're nervous, aren't you?
Of course, I'm nervous. I know she doesn't want to go out with me. She's too busy worried about good causes to think about me. Too busy thinking about his mates in Africa. That's the trouble, you see. I'm not a good cause.
Oh, I don't know. What about help the aged?
If you want to get anywhere with Miss Jones, you've got to change your image.
Not to should borrow your earring.
You know what I mean?
Yes, I know what you mean. Yes, shirt open to the waist, medallions, drinking Cinzano while that idiot pours it into that skinny bird's lap. Yeah, well, life's not like that, mate.
Why not? Life can be anything you want it to be.
Get into the right gear, Rigsby, and take her round to that little club.
You can't. They don't allow him in since you poked that stripper with a stick of celery.
Oh, well, take her to the little Italian place. Soft, light, sweet music. You can't miss. No, I know about these things. And get yourself some decent gear.
I think you'll fancy 32.
Wrong. Sir?
Yes, please, if you don't mind.
You're...
Thank you.
Oh, my goodness. Sir is well developed. But I think you could take a narrow fitting.
Yes, usually take a fairly narrow.
Just slip into these.
It's a nice shade.
The changing room's over there.
Right.
Do you want me to come in with you?
No, it's all right, thank you.
Ready, sir?
No, I'm not.
Hello, Saturday Night Fever.
R-I-G-S-B-Y. I ask myself, oh why I love him till the day I die. Well, I love that man. I love that Rigsby guy.
These are far too tight. They show everything, look.
Well, I think Sir could get away with it.
No.
But I have got this drip dry barrier.
Yeah, try that.
Body wrap, sir?
What?
Eastern Promise.
Oh.
It's a compound of herbs and spices, a secret known only to the eunuchs of the Casbah.
You made an MLM stud here.
You got the gear then, Rigsby?
Yeah, got something here.
What's this?
Oh, hey. Smell that. Eh? Oh. Hey, listen, mate, that's Eastern Promise. A body rub. It's a mixture of aromatic herbs and spices. A secret known only to the eunuchs of the Casbah. Hey, your lot. Yeah?
You should be all right then.
Oh, I don't know. My stomach being so sensitive it rolls whenever I get near. I don't know what's going to happen.
Well, you take a couple of these, Rigsby. They'll settle your stomach and tone you up at the same time.
Yeah? Hey, they haven't got any hormones in them, have they?
No.
Good. Because you know that butcher down the road? You know, the one we got the cheap turkey from last Christmas? He had something with hormones in. 3 weeks later, his wife got a deeper voice than he got.
No, they're perfectly harmless, Rigsby.
Good. Because I don't want to in the evening with a sex change, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, what's this, a Jude?
No, come on, put it up. There we are. A fertility symbol.
Oh, that's all I need.
Rigsby, good luck.
Right, thanks. Good luck. Yes, thanks. Thank you, Phil.
What were those tablets?
Mild tranquilizers. They'll calm him down a bit.
Where'd you get them from?
I got them from a friend of mine. He got them cheap because of the side effects.
What side effects?
They turn your water green.
Grazie.
Would you like some more wine, Miss Jones?
Do you think I should? My face is glowing.
Oh, you look radiant, Miss Jones.
Not too much. I feel quite lightheaded as it is. If I have any more, I shall do something I'll regret.
Oh, waiter, another bottle.
Oh, Mr. Rigsby.
May I say, Miss Jones, I've never seen you in crepe de chine before. The effect is quite magical.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Rigsby. I do like this place. Do you come here often?
Oh, it's one of my old bachelor haunts, Miss Jones.
I thought you were married, Mr.
Oh,
Rigsby.
in name only, Miss Jones. It was a long time ago, the end of the war. VJ night. She surrendered the same day as Japan. We resumed hostilities a week later.
You make your marriage sound like a war.
No, it was, Miss Jones, yeah. Long periods of boredom followed by short bursts of violence. Oh, it's ridiculous. Should never have got married in the first place. Do you know, Miss Jones, in those days, the only woman I ever really loved, Greer Garson.
Oh,
what?
yes.
Oh, she was wonderful. All their films, her and Walter Pigeon. Oh, they don't make films like that anymore, Miss Jones.
Did your wife remind you of Greer Garson?
No. It's more like Walter Pigeon, actually. Matter of fact, Miss Jones, you remind me quite a lot of Greer Garson.
Thank you, Mr. Rigsby.
Yeah.
You know, my asparagus tips were delicious.
Yeah.
I leave your fingers very sticky, they don't
Give
they?
you quite a thirst, though, don't they? I think it's the hot sauce they put on them, yes. Oh, that's better. It's quite tangy. You know, Miss Jones, it's always been a source of wonder to me that you, a woman of your good looks, never got married.
You know, I had to devote most of my life to looking after my father, Mr. Rigsby.
Ah. And is he no longer with us?
No, he died several years ago. On Guy Fawkes night. He had a heart attack in the street. People kept stepping over him. They thought he was a guy.
Oh, how terrible for him, Miss Jones.
Well, it was. There was only 4/9 in his hat when we found him.
Oh.
Not much for a man's life, is it?
No, not a lot, Miss Jones, not a lot.
What are those tablets you keep taking?
Oh, the painkillers, Miss Jones. Yes, yes. The old shrapnel's on the move
shrapnel?
again. Yes, it's legacy from Anzio.
Oh, I didn't know. I am
I
sorry.
try not to talk about it, Miss Jones, but it's there. There's nothing we can do about it.
Okay, Sarah, Sarah.
Still, the war wasn't all that bad, was it, Miss Jones? It was while I was over in Italy that... While I was over in Italy, I acquired my,
Acquired what, Mr. Rigsby? You acquired something?
Yeah, I was... I say it was while I was over in Italy, I acquired my love of good Italian food.
Oh, you're so worldly wise, Mr. Rigsby. Thank you very much. Ah,
Oh.
how delicious.
Ecco, signor. Not at all. Oh, the old pasta, there's nothing like it. Blended with the subtle use of herbs and spices.
Yes.
May we have the daddies, please? Yes, there's nothing like a civilized meal, Miss Jones. I was... yes, that's the one, thank you. Yes, do you partake?
No, I don't. Thank you, Mr. Rigsby.
Yes, yes. Man cannot live by fish fingers alone, Miss
No,
Jones.
Mr. Rigsby.
No. I've always had a weakness for for what you might call the better things of life, Miss Jones. Always had what you might call a refined palate. You see, I think we got a dead soldier here, mate. Yes. See, people ought to be a little more adventurous with their food. Do you know what I mean, Miss Jones?
Yes.
You see, oh, God. Oh, bless you, Miss Jones. Nearly had an accident there, mate. Thank you. Yes. That's it. There we are.
Hello, Joe.
What
about a song for the beautiful lady?
Oh, how romantic, Mr. Rigsby.
Yes, why not? Sandalwood chair?
Yes.
Sandalwood chair?
Sandalwood chair.
Yes, right.
You excelled yourself, Mr. Rigsby.
Miss Jones, I say, Miss Jones, how much I've been looking forward to this evening.
Thank you.
Very exciting person to go out with, Miss Jones. Really been looking forward to this.
Men often tell me that, Mr. Rigsby. I don't know what it is about me, whether it's my wry sense of humour or my vivaciousness that men find me so stimulating. Not here, Mr. Rigsby. Mr. Rigsby. Mr. Rigsby, please. Mr. Rigsby. Waiter, the bill, please.
Have you seen him yet?
Yes.
He's awake then?
Yes.
Good.
But he can't feel his teeth.
What?
He's been to the doctor.
Was that him? Where do you think you're going?
Why? What's the matter?
You say that after nearly poisoning me.
Oh, you're exaggerating.
I was drugged to the eyeballs. I slept so long I missed magic roundabout. I still can't feel my teeth, and that's not all. Do you know what I found out when I went to the bathroom? My water's turned green.
Green?
Bright green. I took those pills to the doctor. Do you know what he said? He said they were for women in early pregnancy. Do I look as if I'm in early pregnancy? My God, I'd sue you if you got any money. You've ruined me with Miss Jones. You realise that, don't you? She thinks I'm stark, staring mad, and I don't blame her.
I was only trying to help.
Help?
There'll be another time, Rigsby.
Oh, it's all right for you. You've got 10 wives. You can afford to be philosophical. Hey, Philip, your women, are they much more,
What?
you know, I mean, are they much more,
Oh, yes. Much more.
Yes, I've heard that, yeah. Yeah, ours are always getting headaches. Joe's get headaches.
No, we lead a more natural
Yes,
life.
of course you do. You're closer to nature, aren't you? Yes. But I haven't been close to nature since last Christmas. Wasn't all that close then. I don't know. I don't seem to get any chances these days. There was this woman at the pub. They all said, oh, whatever you do, don't give her a lift home. She'll interfere with you. You know, she was supposed to interfere with you while you were driving, you know. So I gave her a lift home.
What happened?
Nothing. She was a washout. Just talked about her feet. What would you do in my position, Philip?
What?
I mean, what do they do in your country?
In my country, if a man was in your position, he'd get the wood of the love tree. He'd burn it outside the girl's hut. She'd smell the smoke and appear at the door. He'd look deep into her eyes and she'd fall in love with him.
Just like that?
Just like that.
You haven't got any of this wood at all, have you?
Why? Would you like some?
Well, I'm not said to believe in it, of course.
Well, don't have any.
Well, anything's worth a try, though, isn't it? Do you a favour sometime, Phil?
I'll try to think of something.
Philip, you know that stuff we were talking about the other day? You haven't got any bit knocking about, have you?
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Excuse me.
So. Hey, this has been planed.
Everything's commercial these days, Rigsby.
What was all that about?
I've given Rigsby some love wood. He's going to burn it outside Ruth's hut.
Do you think it'll work?
I shouldn't think so. It came off the wardrobe.
Well, come on, let's get started, Sandra.
My father'd be furious if he knew.
Your father is a Philistine. Oh, look, don't you realise, Sandra, I want to immortalise you.
Why can't you immortalise me with my clothes on?
Oh, Sandra, ever since that day I saw you in the library, I've wanted to capture the translucent quality of your skin. I want to capture the real woman. Woman, the eternal mystery.
There won't be much mystery if I take my clothes off.
Now, come on, Sandra, before the paints harden. Now, you just take your clothes off, and I'll arrange the pose.
I'll arrange the pose.
Don't worry, Sandra. It's all in a day's work for me. Oh, Sandra.
What's the matter? Is something wrong?
No, Sandra. You are beautiful.
Can you smell burning?
No, I can't smell burning.
Someone's coming upstairs.
Oh, quick. Hide. I'm
You
under bed.
won't? Why?
Oh, quick, it might be the landlord. He hasn't seen a woman in years. It could upset him. Coming!
John, can you smell burning?
No!
I've been smelling it all evening. It's very strong on the stairs. Could you go and have a look?
Yeah,
Okay,
all right.
Quick. What on earth's that?
It's a piece of wood.
I can see that, Mr. Rigsby. For heaven's sake, stop wafting it around. You'll start a fire.
We'll just start a fire, all right.
Have you been drinking, Mr. Rigsby?
Have you noticed anything
Yes,
here?
most appalling smell.
Oh, this isn't ordinary wood, Miss Jones. This is special. Go on, breathe in. See what happens.
I don't know what you have in mind, Mr. Rigsby, but I can assure you nothing is going to happen.
Don't fight it, Miss Jones. Let go. Come on, let it all hang out. What do you say?
Kindly extinguish your
Hang
stick.
on, Miss Jones. Fill your boots, Miss Jones. Let's make it a night to remember.
I'm warning you.
This is one fire you can't put out.
We'll soon see about that, Rigsby.
Excuse me. The front door was open
Oh,
and
please stay with me. I implore you. Whatever happens, don't leave me.
Of course not, dear lady. Let me introduce myself. My name is Seymour. I saw the ad for the room, and I have some business in the town, and I was looking for some place where I could work, somewhere quiet.
Quiet.
Yes, some sort of family atmosphere.
Oh, there's a family atmosphere, all right. It's like living with the Muppets.
I can't find anything.
What happened? What happened? Nothing. Nothing happened. A man had known it wouldn't work with a white woman.
Oh, yes. But there's a man downstairs. I think he's looking for a room. It looks like he's got money.
You trying to get rid of me?
No, why should I do that?
Yes, you are. You're hiding someone in there, aren't you? What was that?
Are you, feeling better now?
Yes, thank you. You must forgive me. I don't know what came over me. It's not so bad here, really.
No.
Dirty little tyke. And you've been drinking.
No, it wasn't like that, Rigsby.
No. What was it like then?
Rigsby,
Huh?
how did it go?
Oh, very well, very well
Good. Now, about that favor.
The favour, yes.
Yes, I wondered if I could fetch a girl back here tonight.
A girl?
Yes.
Oh, well, I'll put your mind at rest, Philip. I'm afraid you can't bring a girl back here tonight. In fact, you can't bring a girl back here any bloody night.
Oh, I think this is him now. Oh, Mr. Rigsby, this is Mr. Seymour. He's come about the vacant room. He's looking for a family atmosphere.
Let me see. Well, family atmosphere. Oh, you certainly come to the right place here. Like a father to these two lads. We often have a bit of a game this time of the day. Would you care to see the room?
Yes, I got no idea you do.
Oh, yes, right. No, it's all right. Right, would like to come this way, yes. There you are. What do you think? No, Mr. Seymour. Oh. What do you think?
Ah, yes, very nice.
Yes, it's all my own personal stuff in here, of course. This table's been in the family for years. Look at that workmanship. Yes, lovely. My father died in that chair. Yes, make yourself comfortable. Of course, I wouldn't dream of offering this room to just anybody.
Because I realise that you know nothing at all about me. Perhaps you'd like to see some credentials.
Oh, no, absolutely unnecessary. Between gentlemen like us? No. Public school?
Well, yes.
Yes, I thought so.
Were you?
No. I had a bit of trouble with the 11 plus. But I used to love reading about it, you know. Chaps being gated, rags in the door. It would have suited me, all of that. Yes. You from an old family, are you?
Well, yes.
Yes, you can always tell, yes. Not like this tuppeny-halfpenny gentleman you get nowadays. It's my old captain during the war, he was from an old family. Yes. Always carried a walking stick, smoked a pipe. Do you know, Mr. Seymour, I never saw him ruffled. Whenever Jerry'd open up, he'd just lean on his stick. He'd say, "Where do you think that's coming from, Sergeant?" Everybody leaped for cover, not the captain.
Yes. What happened to him?
He got blown up by a shell.
Bad show.
Yes. What were you in?
Spitz.
Oh, Spitfires. Oh, yes. Oh, Emmy won on out before breakfast. Victory Rose over Biggin Hill.
That was a long time ago. I went to Africa after the war, and hunting, farming, shooting. But it didn't work out. Now I'm back in the old country picking up the pieces. Not that there's much work for an old fighter pilot. People soon forget.
Yes. You should have to tell me. I know all about it. Land fit for heroes. When I came home, there were no banners across the street welcoming me. They hoped I wasn't coming. Anyway, never mind that. You get yourself settled in, Mrs. Get yourself settled. Yes, I'll make you a nice cup of tea.
That's awfully decent of you, old chap.
Not at all, old chap. I'll get the digestives out.
Yes.
Sandra, have you thought any more about, you know?
Yes, I have thought about it, John. I think we ought to wait.
We can't wait forever, my sweet. I haven't mentioned this before, but I've not been well. The doctor says pent-up emotion, too much frustration. Now, if I were to go suddenly before...
Oh, John.
After all, it's the most natural thing in the world.
I don't care how natural it is. I'm not doing it here.
Well, you won't do it anywhere. You won't do it here. You won't do it in my room. Where will you do it?
I was looking in Jefferson's window the other day. They've got a lovely sideboard.
You're not suggesting we do it in there?
I've noticed that whenever I mention furniture, you change the subject.
Well, I haven't changed the subject. You have.
You've only got one subject. That's all you ever talk about.
All right. I won't talk about it. Cheers. We could go to my room.
Don't you think it'd be nice to wait till we have a room of our own?
You've been listening to your father again. God, he's so bourgeois. Doesn't like me, does he?
No.
Is that why you set the dog on me, dearest?
He says I shouldn't sacrifice my life for a moment's pleasure.
It'll be more than that. I know where the erogenous zones are. Now, did you know your ear was an erogenous zone?
John?
Is it working?
No, it's my father. I must go.
Oh, hello, Mr. Cooper.
I've been looking for you. Yes, you. Have you been with our Sandra?
Certainly not.
What's that?
Nothing.
It's not another one of those letters, is it?
No.
What's the matter with you?
I've got a complaint, Rigsby.
I'm not surprised. You should eat more fresh vegetables.
I'm talking about Seymour. He's only been here a week and already he's monopolising the bathroom.
No, he's not.
He's been in there for hours.
But you can't expect him just to dash straight in and out. Not Seymour.
He's reading the paper. I could hear him turning the pages.
Probably studying the financial section. He's thinking of getting out of Gilt Edge.
I wish he'd get out of that bathroom. Besides, he's not in Gilt Edge. He has to borrow 10p for the gas.
What's that? I'm surprised at you. What have you got against him? I mean, he's one of us.
What do you mean he's one of us?
Middle class, public school background, bit of breeding.
Don't tell me you've got breeding.
Oh, come on, don't tell me you've not noticed these features. Oh, really? You don't get features like this by accident, you know. They're the result of breeding.
How do you mean?
Well, it's not generally known this, so keep it to yourself, but my grandfather was a bastard.
You mean he was cruel to you?
No, he was a real bastard. He was the natural son of, someone.
Who?
No, I can't tell you that. My lips are sealed. Suffice to say, I'm related to one of the most powerful families in the land.
Don't believe it.
It's true. How do you think Grandad got the horse and cart? Hush, mummy.
Rigsby, what are you going to do about Seymour? He's in the bathroom again.
I don't know what's the matter with you two. Why are you so resentful?
I am not resentful.
Yes, you are. You flew into a temper the other day just because he borrowed your soap.
Why can't he buy his own soap?
Look. Oh, yes, of course, I know what it is. Yes, it was because he was out there, isn't it? Yes. You held him responsible for our colonial past. Well, listen, mate, there was a time when you were glad of blokes like Seymour, don't forget that.
Now, look,
One
Rigsby.
thing at a time, Phil, he won't hear a word against Seymour. He gets special treatment.
He does not get special treatment. I've got no favourites, you know that.
Hey!
What?
He's only cleaning Seymour's shoes
Just
for him.
putting a shine on him, that's
Oh, he's got you at it,
all.
hasn't he? I reckon he's a con man.
He is not a con man. He was in the Battle of Britain.
What was that?
What was... Oh, a battle... You must have heard about that, even in your remote outpost. Must have beat that out on the drums. Battle of the Great Iron Birds. First of the few, mate.
Churchill said,
Yeah.
never was so much owed by so few.
No, he didn't.
So-
Never
so-
in the field of human conflict.
Never in the field of it was
So
so
many-
much owed by so
owed-
few.
owed by
so few.
by-
to-
by-
to
by so-
to so.
And he never spoke a true word.
It doesn't matter. I bet Seymour wasn't even in the Battle of Britain. He's a con man.
He is not a con man.
What does he do then?
He is a financial
I wouldn't
consultant.
trust him with my finances.
What finances?
Has he paid the rent yet, Rigsby?
Not yet.
I thought you always asked for it in advance.
But it's different with him. I can trust him.
Oh, you won't get it.
We'll see about that.
I bet you won't get it.
All right, you wait and see.
He'll have some excuse.
Come.
Oh, if you're going out, Seymour, I'll come back later.
Yeah, come in, old boy.
Oh.
Always glad to see you. I look forward to our little chat.
Oh, yeah, so do I, Seymour, so do I. Yes. Hope you don't think I'd come up here just for the rent.
Yeah, of course not. No, I look upon you more as a friend than as a landlord,
Oh, thank you,
Rigsby.
very kind of you. But I did your shoes.
Yes, sir, you did. Now, those two upstairs, they don't like me, do they?
Oh, no, I wouldn't say that, Seymour. No.
They're feelies. There's an atmosphere.
Oh, take no notice of them. They don't like anybody. If you ask me, they're a couple of reds. They won't be satisfied till we're all swinging from the nearest lamppost.
Yes, that's an answer to everything. Mindless violence. I should all be put up against a wall and shot. Now, our black friend, where does he come from?
Oh, I'm not quite sure where it is exactly, but...
Really, I can't quite place him. I can sense his dislike, and that hurts me, Rigsby, because, you know, I spent the best years of my life among those people. I spent 20 years among the heats and the flies. And do you know what thanks I got? The natives peed in the drinking water. I've never been the same since.
Not surprised. Oh, well, forget about those two. Anyway, we've got each other, haven't we? I love to hear you chatting about Oxford, dreaming spies, punting on the ices, chatting up the birds from Lady Margaret and back to Balliol for crumpets and plover's eggs. Do you know, Seymour, before you came, there was only Miss Jones.
Ah, Miss Jones.
Yes, yes. She's a close personal friend of mine, but I'm not rushing it.
Does she have any money?
No, I think she's what they call a distressed gentlewoman. She's got a bit in the post office, just a few £100, so that's all.
A few hundred in the post office. Well, that won't go very far. Yeah, well, if she needs any advice...
Oh, certainly, let her. I'm sure she'll be very grateful for any advice you
Yes,
can
well,
give
I
me.
must fly.
Oh, by the way, while you're here, I hope you don't mind me mentioning it, about the rent.
Oh, yes, of course.
Yes, hope you don't mind.
No, please, this is my mind. You should have mentioned it earlier. Hello, wait a minute. I seem to have left my checkbook at the office. Isn't that silly of me? Well, see you later.
Yeah, all right. I'll make that 3, miss, would you please? Miss, with half a bitter, please.
Rigsby, did you get the rent?
No, he hasn't got his checkbook.
I knew it.
Just left it at the office. Nothing unusual in there.
I wouldn't take a check if I were you, Rigsby.
Oh, yeah, why not?
You may find it has certain rubbery qualities.
Listen, I don't know what it is you... Miss, could I have half a... I don't know what it is you two have got against Seymour, I'm sure.
He's too right-wing for our liking.
This don't be so ridiculous.
The trouble with you is, Rigsby, you are a reactionary.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I am not.
You are. You want to bring back hanging.
No, listen, a lot of people in this country want to bring back hanging.
Not in public, Rigsby.
Oh, very funny. Anyway, what do you... Thank you. Anyway, about time.
Oh, your turn, Phil.
Oh, isn't it marvellous?
That's funny. I can't find my wallet.
Oh, God, not another one.
I'm sure I put in this jacket.
Are you certain?
Yes. Pay for these, would you, Rigsby?
Yes, all right. Yeah, thank you very much, Smith. Thank you.
Hey, has Seymour been in our room?
My God, you don't care, do you? Hey, that's slander, that is.
It's never happened before, though, has it?
Well, that's no reason to jump to conclusions.
Of course it isn't.
No, you're right. We shouldn't be hasty.
I should hope not.
He's a crook.
You haven't any proof, John.
We don't know anything about him, no, do we? Only that he hasn't paid the rent and he has to borrow money for the gas.
All right, but there's nothing you can do about it, is there?
Oh, we could search his room.
We can't do that.
Search his room! Listen to this!
He's not there. He's gone out. He won't know.
Perhaps it would be simpler to call the police.
No, we don't want to call the police. We don't want them sniffing around the house, do we, Phil? I mean, we never know what they might... I suppose we could slip into his room for a minute, couldn't we? But, quick look around. I mean, we could be proving his innocence, couldn't we?
Come on. Look, should we be doing this?
I'll never be able to look him in the face again.
Look,
What are you all doing here?
money missing. We're searching his room.
You can't do that.
You'll thank me for this when I've exposed him. He's probably a master criminal.
Well, where am I supposed to look, then?
Under the bed, top of the wardrobe. Here, rip the lining of his jacket.
You leave that jacket alone.
What are you looking for?
His wallet.
So there's a wallet, Mrs. Seymour. We just...
And you suspect me?
No, everyone's under suspicion.
Most of it falls on me.
No.
No, I quite understand. I mean, after all, you know nothing about me. I'm a complete stranger. Perhaps you'd like to search me. No, I'd be happier if you did. In fact, I insist.
No, nothing there.
Now, what about you?
Me?
Well, you did say everybody was under suspicion.
Oh,
Yes, of course.
You don't mind, then?
Oh, no.
Right, assume the position.
Oh.
Hello. What's this? This what you're looking for?
Yes.
Come.
May I have a word, Mr. Seymour?
Oh, yes, of course. Do please call me Charles.
Charles. I feel I must apologize for yesterday. I hope you don't think that I had any part in it.
Well, of course not, my dear Miss Jones. I quite understand.
Please call me Ruth.
Ruth. What a charming name. Tell me, Ruth, I've been meaning to ask you, have you ever done any modeling?
Modeling? What makes you ask that?
It's the way you cross the room, the way you walk, the easy, almost feline grace. Where did you learn to do that?
I don't know. I just sort of put one foot in front of the other.
Incredible.
I didn't realize you were watching me so closely.
Oh, yes. No, please don't move.
What?
Don't move. For a moment there, you reminded me of someone. The little lights dancing in your eyes, a little roguish smile playing around your lips. Call it a trick of the light. I didn't think my heart could leap like that again.
Where was I standing?
A little closer.
Oh, Charles, we mustn't. This is madness.
Morning.
Hi. Funny about that, wasn't it?
What do you mean?
About his wallet being in your jacket leather.
I must have slipped it in the wrong jacket.
Yeah.
It's easily done.
Yeah, of course it is. Funny though, isn't it?
Are you suggesting that I took it?
Of course not. I've never said anything. Could have had a blackout.
What do you mean?
Well, we had a bloke here once, he had a blackout. Came to outside Marks and Sparks, clutching a black chiffon nightie.
Listen, I didn't have a blackout and I didn't take that wallet.
Of course you didn't.
Yeah. Funny though, isn't it?
Well, will you stop saying that?
Anyway, I think the least you can do is apologise to Seymour.
Do I have to?
I think you should, John.
Yeah.
I still don't trust him.
Oh, well, that's because you know judge of character. I'd trust him anyway.
Don't you believe that sometimes it can happen in a blinding flash of light?
Oh, yes. Yes, but we have to be so careful. Rigsby can be awfully jealous. He'll spoil everything.
What can he do?
He'll cut my water off.
Don't you see, little fool, I can't help myself. You look so damned attractive standing there. Blame the bee for stealing the nectar from the flower. Blame the willow for leaning towards the pool, but don't blame me for wanting to kiss you.
Oh, Charles.
No, Ruth.
It'll be all right. He's very forgiving.
Oh, Charles. Charles, 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 Charles. Oh, Charles.
Oh, what do you want?
How kind of you to ask. Two of the usual, Doris.
Oh,
You can't go on like this, Rigsby.
sling your rope.
These things happen. There's no point drinking yourself into a stupor. It's been a week now.
You shouldn't have trusted him, bloody Brill Cream boy.
I thought you liked him. He was one of the first of the few.
It certainly was, as far as Miss Jones is concerned. When I think how long I've waited for her. I mean, all that untapped love and emotion, all that repressed passion. She was just like a dam ready, waiting to burst. And old Flukenirons cops the lot. I mean, what's he got that I haven't got, eh? Come on, you tell me. Come on. Be honest.
Nothing.
Right.
Can I give you some advice, Rigsby?
No.
Well, maybe I can help. After all, I do have a certain reputation.
Yeah, not surprised, little tyke.
It isn't something unclean, Rigsby. Times have changed since your day. We believe in love without fear.
Oh, yeah. Last time you indulged in love without fear, you spent 3 days under the bed hiding from her father. Don't need your advice either.
Don't you? I bet he doesn't even know where the erogenous zones are.
What?
The erogenous zones.
Oh, yeah.
You don't know where they are.
Of course I do. Somewhere near the equator, aren't they?
I knew you didn't know.
The erogenous zones are those parts of the body most sensitive to sexual stimuli.
Oh, yeah, those erogenous, yeah. I thought you meant the antipodes.
Well, take the ear, for example. Now, that's an erogenous zone. You try blowing in Miss Jones' ear. You'll be staggered at the result.
Hey, what's your language? Hey, that girl you brought back home, did you find her erogenous zones?
Oh, yeah.
You're disgusting. I don't know how you can be so depraved.
It isn't easy.
You've got to work at it.
You see, you can compare a woman to a finely tuned piano.
What?
Now, look at these long, tapering fingers, Rigsby. Pianist's fingers.
Hey, that girl, could you compare her to a finely tuned piano?
Of course. Well, mind you, I did experience some resistance.
You mean you couldn't get the lid up?
That's where technique comes in. You see, I remembered to look deep into her eyes. Made her feel a woman. The only woman. Woman, the eternal mystery.
He knows what he's talking about, Rigsby.
And then I whispered a few French phrases into her ear.
A few French phrases?
Oh, yes. Yes, that always gets them going.
So I didn't know.
Oh, yes.
You got, what happened then?
The sea began pounding against the rocks. There were coloured lights, and in the background, Tchaikovsky.
Well, father came in, did he?
You know what he means,
Yes, of course, I know what
You shouldn't give up.
Seymour doesn't want her. He wants our post office book. You've got to do something.
No. I don't think Miss Jones would like any of that sort of stuff. Do a few French phrases, you say?
Ma petite, je t'aime beaucoup. Tu as les yeux comme les étoiles. Tu es belle comme le ciel.
Or, voulez-vous promenader at once, Miss Jones?
You are?
And now, for all you women in love listening out there, here's a selection of golden oldies to help you make it through the night.
Charles!
Ruth.
No, Charles, you mustn't. Not now. What if Rigsby finds you here?
Don't send me away. I can't sleep. It's this damn moonlight. The scent of the roses and you like an ivory statue. Cold and unapproachable. Beautiful brow. Proud arch of the neck. Supreme fullness of it.
Oh, Charles, you're doing that again.
Perhaps you don't think I love you. Perhaps you don't think I'm serious.
I know you're being serious, Charles. You're making those finger marks on my arms again.
Sorry. You know what I want, don't you, Ruth?
Yes. I think so.
I want to take you away from all this.
Oh.
But of course I can't, you see. I haven't any money. I'm too many bad investments. I'm a failure.
No, you're not, Charles. I did as you asked. I got the money. I drew it out today. Look, here it is.
Darling, you did this for me, not for us. God, I think I'm going to cry.
No, don't.
Oh.
Now we can go away together, somewhere romantic, where there are sun-drenched beaches, starry nights around a driftwood fire, just you and me listening to the relentless surge of the sea. What are you doing, darling?
Just counting the money, darling.
And I'll be different too, darling. You'll see. It's this place. You may think I'm being silly, but I feel as if I'm being watched all the time. I feel these eyes staring at me.
It's because you're nervous, darling. Did you have your cocoa?
Yes. Oh, Charles, don't leave me. There's no point in you going back now.
We must be careful, darling. Thank you. Remember, there's Rigsby.
Oh, I don't mind. Not with you to protect me. A man who defied the might of the German Luftwaffe.
Of course, I'd protect you, my dear. I'd go through fire and flood for you. I'd climb any mountain, brave any danger.
Miss Jones!
My God, it's Rigsby!
This is going to be good. Miss Jones!
Coming!
Miss Jones!
Coming!
Good evening, Miss Jones. I wonder if you care to partake of a nightcap.
Well, this is rather late, Mr. Rigsby.
Later than you think, Miss Jones. Time is running out for me. This is my September song.
You're not going to sing at this time of night, are you?
Why don't you dispose of yourself on the settee, Miss Jones, while I pour the drinks? There's something I want to say to you.
Well, just a quick one, Mr. Rigsby.
Yes. Now, do you mind if I sit adjacent, Miss Jones? There we are, then. Now, what shall we drink to?
Drink to?
No, let's drink to Amour.
Amour what?
Amour. Love, Miss Jones.
Oh, I don't know about that, Mr.
Oh,
Rigsby.
yes, Miss Jones, you mustn't be afraid of Amour. You have so much to give, Miss Jones. I'm not just talking about a few stolen kisses behind the tennis club. I'm talking about real love. Love that knows no fear.
Is there a draft, Mr. Rigsby?
I don't think so, Miss Jones. Oh, Cherie, if you... Miss Jones, look at these fingers.
Oh, you should use a hand lotion, Mr. Rigsby.
No. The pianist's fingers, Miss Jones. They're ready, waiting to play.
Well, we haven't got a piano.
Oh, yes, we have, Miss Jones. You're the piano. Yes, a finely tuned upright, capable of great music. All I've got to do is run my hands over your keyboard. The baton's raised. The symphony's ready to begin.
You're not going to run your hands up and down my keyboard, Mr. Rigsby. You keep away.
Please, Jones. Miss Jones, I love you.
Do you? Oh, is it just my body you want?
Oh, yes, that as well. But you're an attractive woman, Miss Jones.
And you're a married man, Mr. Rigsby.
That was years ago, during the war. We were on ration then. I've been on bloody ration ever since.
What people think?
Oh, only swacky mally punts, Miss Jones.
Pardon?
Oh, mon petit, respondez s'il vous plaît. Oh, Dieu, mon drap. Tonight, Miss Jones, the earth is going to shake.
Rigsby?
You going somewhere, Seymour?
Yes, old boy, on my merry way. Train to catch, must fly.
Not yet.
What's the matter?
I want that money.
What money?
The money you've just taken, it's in your pocket. And Ruth's, too.
Philip, dear boy, you're trying to ruin me.
Just hand it over, Seymour. John was right about you. You are a fraud.
You don't really want the money, do you, Philip? I mean, I'm not the only fraud around here.
What do you mean?
Un ballo, un quasi, jumbo.
Pardon?
Yeah. At least I have been to Africa, which is more than you have. And you never did understand the Swahili, did you?
Well, I recognize the dialect.
Did you? Did you indeed? Well, that's strange, because I just made it up. And I've been watching the post, all those letters from Croydon. Terrible to think that's the nearest you've ever been to the equator. But don't worry, Philip, I understand. We're in the same boat, really. We just want to be accepted. We'll call it our little secret. I mean, if they ever discovered that you weren't the son of a chief, you'd never live it down, would you?
I still want that money.
You don't be a fool,
Don't
boy.
do what he said. Give him the money. Come on, you heard.
What a pity. Almost got away with it.
You got away with nothing. I saw through you, mate. I've been watching you. I was just wasting my time. I never thought you were a gentleman for a second.
How would you know, Rigsby? Takes one to know one. Anyway, you weren't so bright. You thought he was the son of a chief.
You mind your own business. Bloody RAF. How we won the war, I'll never know. Couldn't get half you up a ladder. You were frightened of heights. You spent more time bombing us than you did the Germans.
Now, look here, old man.
I know, man. Come on, out of here, Biggles. Come on, before I put the toe of me boot up your ass. Come on, move. You're not the son of a chief, then?
No.
You haven't got 10 wives?
No.
Where'd you get them scars on your cheek from?
I had them done at the arcade.
But the Lovewood, where'd that come from?
It came off the wardrobe.
It came... My God, you've had me burning my own furniture, haven't you? You've gone through this place like a whirling bloody dervish. And it's about time you learned some respect, mate. How do we know you're not the son of a chief?
What?
You look like the son of a chief.
Rigsby, I come from Croydon.
Croydon. Ever heard of the slave trade? Yeah, one of your ancestors one morning could have gone out to pick up a few mangoes, felt a tap on his shoulder, turned round, large gentleman in a fez. Next thing he knows, he's rowing hard for the West Indies. Now, you're the son of a chief, all right. Bloody Croydon.
Plaisir. Come in. Hello, Mr. Rigsby. Do you think that ceiling's going to be all right now?
Yes, I should think so, Miss Jones, as long as they don't walk over the hole. You're definitely off then, Miss Jones.
Oh, yes, Mr. Rigsby.
I just came to return this to you, Miss Jones.
Where did you get this from? Where's Mr. Seymour?
He's gone. Left.
Left?
Yes, gone on his merry way, as the heartless swine put it.
We were going to go away together. You drove him away.
Oh, Miss Jones, Seymour was not all he pretended to be.
Who is?
He was just after your money, Miss Jones.
Don't you think I didn't know that? Surprises you, doesn't it? When I tell you something else that'll surprise you even more. I thought it was worth it.
But, Miss Jones...
Oh, you think it's so funny, don't you? An ageing spinster making a fool of herself. Watching her through the hole of a ceiling. Well, you can all have a good laugh now. That hole's got even bigger. Why don't you ask all your friends in to have a good laugh? Ask the whole world in.
Miss Jones, please, look at... I'll have the ceiling fixed, Miss Jones. If only you'll stay. Please stay, Miss Jones. Why don't you come down tonight and have a bite of something to me? Perhaps we can talk it over.
I don't know. I need time to think.
Yes, of course.
Hide me. Sandra's father's looking for me.
Oh, yeah? Oh, he's a big bugger, isn't he? Well, it's your own fault. Shouldn't have tampered with his daughter.
I haven't tampered with her. I've never tampered with anybody.
Yeah, what?
So it's true.
You're supposed to be a member of the Permissive Society. I mean, you know, he's here. You know where the erogenous regions are.
I know where the Himalayas are, but I've never been up them.
What's everybody coming to in this? You're all living in a dream world.
Aha!
Hello, Mr. Cooper.
I'll be looking for you. Excuse me.
Certainly.
My Sandra is very upset. She seems to have got the idea that you two are engaged.
Well, we had a sort of understanding.
She had the understanding. What I want to know is what you had. I got this letter here.
You shouldn't have opened that. It's not addressed to you.
It's written in green ink.
Oh, disgusting.
I can't wait to see you, mon chéri. Your body is like a finely tuned piano. What music we will make together. Meet me tonight by the gate. Don't fail me. I am burning with desire. Au revoir, mon petit. P.S. Make sure old Misery Guts is out of the way.
Huh? Old Misery Guts, very good.
I suppose you think that's funny. I expected more concern from his father.
His father?
You both got the same depraved expression.
Yes,
No. It's people like you responsible for this permissive society. I realise now that Sandra's been lucky. Fancy having you for a father-in-law.
No, I'm not his father. Thank you very much. And he's right. You shouldn't have read his letter. You people, you keep rabbiting on about the Permissive Society. Have you seen it?
Push me
Of course
in the
you haven't. I'll tell you why it doesn't exist. I ought to know. I've looked for it. And I'll tell you something else. It's no different.
No.
So don't give me any of that nonsense about trends and all that rubbish. Things are just the same as they were between a man and a woman. Right off you go. Go on. You're not the first who kicked out of here today. Go on.
Mr. Rigsby, you were marvellous.
Thank you, Miss Jones.
You were magnificent. I never realised you felt like that before. So eloquent and so fearless.
Oh, yes, I've never known the meaning of fear, Miss Jones. Not since Anzio.
I was thinking, Mr. Rigsby, perhaps supper tonight would be rather nice.
You mean you're going to stay, then?
We could have it in my room.
Oh, I look forward to that, Miss Jones. Ruth?
So will I, Mr. Rigsby. I'm afraid I don't know your first name.
Rupert.
Rupert?
Yes. Rupert Rigsby.
See you later, Rupert.
Right, Ruth.
Oh, Vienna, I think we cracked it at last day. Ooh, nice piece of corn, bottle of dry white wine, Geronimo.